Hello students, this is a Maths Worksheet 23, chapter number 4, Basic Geometrical Ideas. Dear students, this is a new chapter and here we will discuss some important terms related to geometry. Dear students, we will also follow COVID appropriate behavior at your home, so you wear mask, follow physical distancing and maintain hand hygiene.
Here we will discuss, this is a new chapter, chapter number 4, Basic Geometrical Ideas. Okay, so here we take some examples related to this concept. So now this is the tip of this chalk, right? And if we put this tip here, so this make a small dot here. Okay, this make a small dot here, and after that if we little bit make a dark this dot, so it's like this. So here this dot is known as point, right? And here point denote as exact location or a location of any object or thing. Like here, like another example related to this point, tip of a pen. Here this tip of a pen is also a example of point, right? Now here we take another example related to this point, right? Point. So here we have the definition of point, and here we make a picture of this point, right? So here the point, a point is just a location marker. A point depicts the exact position of an object and it does not have any size. Okay, it does not have any size. A point has no length, breadth or height. Okay, so there are some examples related to point here: tip of a pen, the tip of a compass and a sharp end of a needle, right? So if you find a location of line segment, so here first I discuss example of line segment. Here look at this pen, right? So this pen is not extend from these 2 points, point A and point B, two fixed point, A point and a B point. So this is the example of line segment, and line segment has 2 endpoints. Draw a line here because you all know that line extend in the both direction here, and if you take this part of this line and give the name of these 2 points and make a 2 points on it and give the name of these points C and D, and now we take this part of this line CD, right? And how we denote this line segment? CD, and we also write DC, line segment CD or DC. Now here we will discuss definition of line segment. A line segment is a portion of a line. If CD are 2 points in a plane, the part CD of the line through C and D is called a line segment CD. Okay, and here we use symbol of line segment here. The points C and D are called the end points of this line segment, right? So here we take 2 points on this line C and D. Now here we take if this portion C and D, so it's look like this, C and D. So this portion of this line is known as line segment, and it has 2 points C and D, and these 2 points are known as end points of this line segment, right? Next important term related to geometry, line. What is line? The word line usually refers to a straight line, right? A line has no width and it has just a length. If is absolutely straight and extend indefinitely in the both directions. So here we draw a line here because line extend in the both directions. So here we take 2 points here, point A and point P, right? So here we give the name of this line as like line AB or line BA. So this is a symbol which we use to denote a line, right? Here we denote this ray like this, like an arrow, okay? And here we give this name of this point, these 2 points here, A and B, okay? So the definition of ray is, a ray is a portion of line. So this ray is a portion of line and it starts at one point. It starts at one point and goes one endlessly in a one direction here, right? So here we write the definition of ray, right? So here the definition of ray is, a ray is a portion of a line. It starts at one point called a starting point and initial point and goes endlessly in a one direction here. So this is a starting point of this ray and it goes endlessly in a one direction here. Here we take 2 points on it, A and B. So here we give the name of this ray like A, B, okay? Here first we write A point is starting point and after that we write second point, okay? So here we give the name of this ray AB, right? And the example of rays are ray of light from torch, okay? Now the second example, sun rays, etc. So there are lots of examples of rays here. Lights come from and lights out from bulb and comes from bulb and torch, etc. Now students, here we will discuss about plane. Okay, this is a figure of plane. Here we take a flat surface here like this board and here we take 3 points on it, A, B and C, right? And plane having no thickness here and it has only 2 dimensions, length and breadth. So a plane is never ending flat surface which extends indefinitely in all the directions, and it therefore has only 2 dimensions here, length and breadth, and length or width, right? So both infinitely long here and it has no thickness. So now here we learn about how to name of this plane, naming of a plane here, okay? So here we say that this plane, the name of this plane is ABC, right? So here we write plane ABC, okay? Now we take another example also, like here we take 3 points or 4 points on this board, okay? 4 points on this board because this board is also flat surface here, right? So here we write A, B, C, D. So what is the name of this plane? So the name of this plane is plane A, B, C, D, right? Collinear and non-collinear points, okay? So here first we will discuss collinear points. Collinear points. So what are the collinear points here? So what are the collinear points here? If the points lie on the same line. So these points are known as collinear points. So here first we write the definition of this term. Points which lie on the same line are called collinear points. Right? Now here we draw a line here and mark some point on it. P, Q, R, S and A. Okay. So these 4 points, point P, point Q, point R and point S, these 4 points are lie on the same line. So here we say that these all 4 points are collinear. So here we write collinear points P, Q, R and S. Right? Now here we will discuss non-collinear points. Non-collinear points. Okay. So what are the non-collinear points? So here we write points which do not lie on the same line are called non-collinear points. Right? Now we take one example here. So here first we draw a line here, and here we mark some point on this line like X, Y and Z here. Now some points out of this line, L, M, N. Right? So these 3 points X, Y and Z lie on this line and lie on the same line also, but not L, M and N point. These are not lie on the line. So here we say that these 3 are the non-collinear points. So here we write non-collinear points is equal to L, M and N. Right? Intersecting lines and parallel lines. Okay. So here first we will discuss intersecting lines. So if the two lines are intersect with each other, and if the lines intersect with each other, so here we say that these two lines are intersecting lines here. So here we write, if two lines intersect with each other the point called intersecting lines, right? So here we take one example here. Here I give the name of this line P and Q, and the next line R and S. Now this point O. So here these two lines, line P and Q, intersect with each other with R and S at O point, and this is the intersection of these two. This O point is the intersection of these two lines here. So if we say that these two lines are intersecting lines. Now we will discuss parallel lines. Here we write, if two lines not intersect with each other, called parallel lines, right? So here we take two lines here and give the name of these two lines A, B, C, D. Line AB and line CD parallel with each other. So example of intersecting lines are like crossroads. Crossroad is an example of intersecting line where the two roads cross with each other, okay? And railway crossing also, where the two railway track cross with each other, right? Now parallel lines example, like railway tracks also example of parallel lines, okay? And edge of two roads, okay? Now one example is board here. This lower bidding is parallel to the upper biddings, right? So there are lots of examples related to intersecting line and parallel line, okay? Name the line given in all possible ways, choosing only two letters at a time from the four given, right? So here we start from A, okay? So these are the 4 points given here, point A, point B, point C and point D on this line. These all 4 points lie on this same line here, A, B, C and D, right? So here we start from A. First we write AB, AC, AD. Here we make a pair of lines with A, okay, with the other point. So AB, AC, AD, and after that B, BA, BC, BD. Then C, CA, CB, CD, and the last D, DA, DB, DC. Right? So if we start from A, AB, line AB, line AC, line AC, line AD, line AD, okay? Then here we take B here, BA, BA, line BA, and here we use symbol of line, okay, double-sided arrow like this, okay? BA, BC, BC, and BD, BD. Then here we take C here, CA, line CA, then line CB, line CB, line CD, line CD, then line DA. Here we take D, DA, DA, DB, DB, then DC, DC. Okay. Now the total ways to write this line, total ways to write the name of this line: AB, AC, AD, BA, BC, BD, CA, CB, CD, DA, DB and DC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Total 12 ways to write the name of this line. Now the question is, use the figure to name and the given figure is line and this point on it B, O, ED, okay, E and D here. Now there is one ray here from this O point and the name of this point C. Okay, so now here we find five points a line four rays and 5 line segments. Okay, now first we write 5 points here. So there are total 5 points here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 points: point B, point C, point D, point E and point O, right? These are the 5 points here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now line, a line. What is the line here? BD, right? BD. So here we write BD or DB. It's the line here. Now 4 rays. Okay, so start from OC, the ray here. Initial point is O and moving in one direction point C here. So here we write OC ray, then OD, OD, then ED, then ED, and then OB, then OB. So these are the 4 rays here. Now 5 line segments. Okay, so start from, and here we use symbol also. So the first point is DE. The first line segment is DE. So here we write DE here. Then DO. Then we write DO. Then EO. OB and EB, right? EB. So these are the 5 line segments here.